Welcome back to Watkins Glen. The NASCAR Winston Cup Series blossoms at big venues near large cities like LA, Chicago, Atlanta, and Detroit. But the true race fan needs to appreciate the history here at Watkins Glen. Fans come to see this winding road course knowing they can't see everything, but at the same time knowing this track has seen it all.
Known as Global Crossing at the Glen, our Grand Marshal, Brock Yates. Gentlemen, start your engines.
At Watkins Glen have been red flagged by snow and slowed by wildlife crossing the track. Today you can watch these guys run like a deer next on NBC. NBC's coverage of the NASCAR Winston Cup Series from Watkins Glen is brought to you by Subway, showing the world how great a fresh-made sandwich can taste. Subway, eat fresh. By Napa Auto Parts. Napa, we keep America running. By General Nutrition Centers. Visit one of GNC's 4,500 stores nationwide to help you live your best life. GNC, live well. And by Budweiser, with the crisp, clean, refreshing taste you'll find in no other beer. This Bud's for you. A field of 43 ready to race on the rolling road course at Watkins Glen, New York. It's a 90-lap rush hour of horsepower. And after watching this one, here are three guys you don't want to try and pass on the way to work in the morning. Alan Bestwick, Benny Parsons, and Wally Dallenbach.
It's never a good idea to try and pass BP anyway. Thank you, Bill, and good afternoon from Watkins Glen. The sun is out right now, but there is the possibility of racing in the rain. It was topic number one on the drivers' minds in the garage this morning. How about it, BP? What about racing in the rain?
Oh, you know, those road racing specialists, they're just licking their chops because unlike the NASCAR Winston Cup regulars who have no experience in the rain, these guys run it all the time. They would have a decided advantage.
You're right, BP. And the thing that they're going to have to learn how to do, the guys that aren't used to running the rain, is in the rain, everything is slow motion. You have to slow down, slow shifts, slow brakes, slow turns. So they got an education today.
All right, that's if it rains. If it's a dry race, do the invaders like Ron Fellows really have a chance to beat Jeff Gordon and Dale Jarrett?
Absolutely. I think Ron Fellows has got the talent. The team has the talent. They've got the equipment. The question is the pit crew. They've got to step it up. They're in Winston Cup now.
I think the question is, can Dale Jarrett and Jeff Gordon beat Ron Fellows?
I know one thing. It's going to be fun finding out. It's going to take 990 turns and 810 gear changes to finish the distance at Watkins Glen. Each one's a chance for trouble. Budweiser, the official beer of NASCAR, is the proud sponsor of the Bud Pole Award given to the fastest qualifier at each NASCAR Winston Cup race, Dale Jarrett, a road warrior. First road course pole in his third Bud Pole Award of the season in qualifying Friday since 1979. Anheuser-Busch has awarded more than $7 million as the title sponsor of NASCAR's Pole Award program. Here's our Walmart starting grid. 43 drivers set to go. The Yates teammates, Jarrett and Ricky Rudd, share row one, where almost half of Watkins Glen race winners have started. Jerry Nadeau hasn't started this far forward in a race since early March. Robbie Gordon, he nearly won at Sears Point in June. Rusty Wallace has 6 road course wins to his credit, and Ron Fellows leads the Invaders. He finished second here in '99. Local native Todd Bodine, another strong qualifying run for him. Scott Pruitt's with him in his first start of the year. John Andretti in row 5 with only his second top 10 start of the season. He's already won once here this weekend in a sports car. Kevin Harvick's with him in row 5. Tony Stewart won at Sears Point in June. Ward Burton was running third here last year till a late problem. There's Jeff Gordon, the point leader, back in row number 7 with Bobby Labonte. Gordon's won 3 of the last 4 Glen races, and Mark Martin, he's always tough here at Watkins Glen. He's with Sterling Marlin in row 8. Ron Hornaday won a Truck Series race here in '96, and the '92 winner Kyle Petty are in row 9. Row number 10, it's Joe Nemechek and road racing ace Boris Said driving the car usually fielded for Robert Presley.
Let's try talking to Boris Said. Boris, Benny Parsons with NBC. You got me?
Yeah, I copy.
Well, you had some trouble in qualifying. You're back in 20th spot. Is the car better than that?
I think the car's better. I mean, unfortunately, we had a little transmission problem in qualifying where we couldn't get second gear, but these guys from Jasper Engines Transmissions give me a brand new one and degree the owner, and so I think we're looking good. I'm just going to try to be patient and hopefully follow that 24 car up to the front if I'm fast enough.
Boris, are you hoping that it rains? Boris, are you hoping that it rains? Still got we lost. Boris
I didn't catch that, Benny, if you were talking again.
I just said, are you hoping that it rains, Boris?
Oh, man. I love driving in the rain, but I'd rather have the race be all dry, just so I think it'll be more fun for everybody, especially all these fans out here. They don't want to be sitting around in the rain.
Well, good luck to you.
Boris said, starting in 20th, one of the Road Warriors, the Invaders, in the field today. Steve Park, the defending champion, starting 37th. And here are the final starters in on provisionals for today's race. Those who failed to qualify, basically because they didn't have any provisionals left to fall back on. What's that name? Dallenbach.
You know how hard it is to drive with 2 people in the seat? It's not easy. I'll tell you.
Tried to qualify Buckshot Jones's car on Friday. Didn't work out. Let's take a look at the course facing the drivers today.
Start-finish line, downhill to turn 1, drop about 70 feet. Turn to the lowest part of the racetrack at 1,000 feet above sea level. As you go through 3, 4, and down the long front stretch to turn 5, you're climbing 110 feet. Through the carousel to turn 9, the backstretch straight. The only left-hander on the racetrack, turn 10, a real sharp right-hander back to the start-finish line.
Now, earlier this weekend, we put Benny to the task here at Watkins Glen and said, don't just tell us what it's like to get around the course. Take us around in our EA Sports Thunder Motion. He had some company while he was doing it. It made it kind of exciting.
This time they put other cars on the racetrack, and you see Jeff Gordon put me off in the grass. All right, let's take a lap with EA Sports Thunder Motion around Watkins Glen. Front stretch, down to turn 1. Heavy braking, downshift on the inside. Out of boy. Wow. That Jeff Gordon.
Past 6 cars.
As we come off turn 1, down the hill a little bit to turn 2. If you follow it just like Boris said, we know if we follow Jeff Gordon, we'll be okay. Turn 2, 3's a left-hander, up the hill. Oh, Jeff Gordon bounces off the wall. I'm trying to get alongside so I can outbrake into turn 5. Uh-oh, but Jeff Gordon still has that little bit of advantage. Hard brake in the inner loop. Back to second gear. Uh-oh, missed that corner. Well, come on, Jeff's up there, got to catch him. The inner loop, the carousel, turn 9, back the other way. Turn 10 left-hander. Come on, there's Jeff. I think I might have him. I think I can get him off turn 11. Hard right-hander, back to the right on the outside. Oh, no, couldn't quite make it. But if I can follow Jeff Gordon around this and keep up with what, Wally, what?
All I got to say is you are lucky that Jeff only had 7 cylinders.
Oh, that's cold. That's cold.
But it's a very typical thing here at Watkins Glen. You're looking at Jeff Gordon's back bumper.
Yes, it is.
Yep.